I always pitch that tech, the income in tech should inspire you to, if you don't even want to have a career in tech, like leverage the income to fund your dream. So that's what I'm pushing now. Like, hey, you don't even gotta like tech, but if you making $30,000 right now, right? I can get you to 100,000, right? And you can take that 100,000 and leverage to do whatever you like to do in the next 5 years, because you gotta work either way. Like, so that's my thing. If you're in my family, you my people, you getting in tech. I don't care if you want to do it for a career or not.
Trying to get
like, you have no more options no more, right? Like, if you ain't in tech, don't talk to me about helping with nothing. Like, sign up for the boot camp, take the boot camp, just talk after that, right? So get into tech, because right now you working anyway. You Uber driving, you're doing all these different things that you don't like doing, right? And you're not making no money. So get into tech and do something else you don't like doing, but make some money though, right? When you rather like be making $150,000, not like your job. That's my thing. So like, because at that point, then you have power. Because man, listen, money is power.
It is.
Money gives you leverage, right?
Yeah.
And then so like me, I could go back right now and take a $300,000-$400,000 salary. So just knowing that makes me move a different way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not stressed about nothing, because I know my value, right? And I know my value to the marketplace. So it's like, yo, increase your value, because right now people have entitlement, but they have no value to offer to the marketplace.
Bro, that's such
so where is your value? Where's the value at? So, I think that's the biggest piece though. It's like, you don't have to love tech. You don't have to want to call. You don't have to stay there forever. But it's going to give you so much leverage and value to the marketplace that your life going to change after that.
Bro, I love that. Like, there's so many like dualities to, I guess, my experience when I'm talking to people and what you said. Because oftentimes people will message me and they're like, well, yeah. They're like, I mean, am I gonna love it though? And I'm like, well, first off, I don't have a crystal ball. Right. Second off, I don't know who you are. Right. Like, you're, somebody random in my DMs. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what are you doing now? Oh, I'm doing this. You don't love what you're doing. Yeah. You're making 35K, 40K, right. And it's like, well, worst case scenario, you won't enjoy it, but you'll be making three times what you make now. Nice. And I'm always telling people, I'm like, look, I don't know whether or not you're going to love what you do in tech, right. But I'm like, it's like, use the money to put it into what you love to do. Yeah. And it's like, because at that point, if you love to travel, okay, you can travel a lot more now. And now if you're working remote, you could really be traveling all the time working remote. It's like, okay, you don't really care about traveling. Okay, let's say you're a foodie. Now you can go to every single I went to so many restaurants since I got in tech, restaurants I could never afford before. Now I realize most of these restaurants they all serve the same thing. They all serve the same thing.
But it does, and it gives you your time back, right? So I forget sometimes that people still drive to work. Like, because I'm never in traffic no more, right? And I heard you post about that one time.
I seen that post. I was right here.
And I'm typically going the opposite way of the traffic, because I never have a reason to be going in the city when at 8 o'clock or whenever everybody's in traffic. But I forget that so many people spend 2 hours a day driving into the city. That's but most people in the tech job, is remote work. Yeah. You can be at the beach. I could have came here on a Tuesday and done the podcast and went back to Starbucks and finished working. You know what I'm saying? You have so much leverage. It gives you so much freedom to just experience life, where you're not stuck in a cubicle for 30 years of your life. Yeah. You can just get out and enjoy the life. And I think so many people just have themselves stuck in a box. Yeah. If we can just get people that, like, I'm big on mindset coaching now, because I realize one of the biggest hurdles that people have is just how they see themselves, right? And the mindset that they have. And when people are asking all these questions, these are the doubts. These are the internal doubts that they're trying to fight through, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like being able to see yourself in a bigger light, well, then you will embrace the opportunity. Mm-hmm. But we get people to come in here, they give imposter syndrome is real. Yeah. I'm sure you done felt it. Like, I remember the first time I got a job, bro, and I'm in there writing some SQL, and I've been studying this shit forever, man. And I'm writing it, and I got to hit submit, and this is some production stuff. Yeah. Like, I was scared, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm finna bring the whole company down, because hey, and it just took. So I'm sitting there with this dude. He a software engineer. He had been like 20 years in the game, right? And I'm like, yo, this dude is the GOAT. So he's coding, and he gets stuck. Dude hops on Google, types goes on Stack Overflow, gets the formula. I'm like, so you don't know everything? It's like, hell no, I don't know everything. I'm like, oh shit, dude, you know what? So then you realize all these people you think like, man, man, they don't know everything, bro. You don't have to remember everything.
And it's impossible to know everything in this industry.
Leverage. So we teach, man, leverage Google. You don't have to just know what you can.
I'd be leverage ChatGPT.
Hey, look, right. So, but leverage the tools. Know what the tools are. Once you know what things are, that's all you gotta remember, man. I know how to go find the answers. I don't need to know all the answers.